Number 1.
Are the exams corrected yet?
No, but they'll be corrected by noon. What does the man mean?
From the conversation that we have heard before, when the woman asks, "Are the exams corrected yet?" and the man answered with, "No, but they'll be corrected by noon." We should focus on the last line when the woman answered with, "No, but they'll be corrected by noon." It means that the man not yet corrected the exams, but he will do it soon by the noon. Also, we should avoid the similar sounds which often appear in the multiple choice. It is the word noon. So we should avoid the choice with the words noon. So it can be clearly seen the correct answer for the question number 1 is D. The tests have not yet been graded since the answer with the avoided words without the avoided words is D.
Number 2.
Has Martha's visa arrived yet?
I think it arrived last month. What does the man mean?
Based on the conversation that we've heard before, when the first speaker said, "Has Martha's visa arrived yet?" then the second speaker answered with, "I think it arrived last month." We should focus in this line, which means the Martha visa has already arrived. We can see in the multiple choice that in the option A, B, and C, there is the similar sounds that often appears. It is month, so we should avoid the words month. The one and only answer without the word month is D. So the correct choice for the question number 2 is D. Martha's visa was already delivered.
Number 3. What did the professor do in the first class? I missed it because I was late.
She outlined the course requirements.
What does the woman mean?
For this question, we should focus on the last line, which is she outlined the course requirements. Since the word requirements has similar sounds with the words in the multiple choice, and we can see in the option B, C, and D, which the words required, and retirement. So we should avoid those options, and the correct answer for this number 3 is A. The professor described what the students should do.
Number 4.
How did Chuck look when you visited him in the hospital?
He's looked better. What does the man mean?
In this question, we should focus on the last line of the conversation, which is his look better, which the word he refers to Chuck. So we can see from the multiple choice, which has the same meaning with his look better, is A. Chuck had improved. So the correct answer is A.
Number 5. How much was tuition increased for next month?
More than I can afford.
What does the woman mean?
In this question, we should focus on the last line of the conversation. It is more than I can afford. This answer refers to the question that about the tuition increase for the next month. And then also we should avoid some similar sounds that appears in the multiple choice with similar in the conversation. We can hear the words afford, affordable, increase, and more than also appears in the multiple choice in the option A. For example, there is a word increase, and the option B there is a word affordable which similar with afford, and then the option D which similar sound with more than. So the correct answer for the question is C. It costs too much.
Number 6.
How are the grades on the history exam?
No one got above a C. What does the man mean?
In this question, we should focus on the last line which said no one got above C, which means the history exam grades, there's none of them got above C, even C, so all of them get lower than C or C. So the correct answer for this question is D. All the grades were C or lower.
Number 7.
You know, this is the second time this week that you've been late to class.
It was impossible to find a place to park before the 10 o'clock class. What does the man mean?
In this question, we should focus on the last line of the conversation. It was impossible to find a place to park before the 10 o'clock class. Since the class is start in the 10 o'clock, the man impossible to find a place to park, which means he cannot to find a place to park. So it makes him always late. So what was the man mean is he cannot find a place to park, so he always late. So the correct answer for the question number 7 is A. The parking lots were full before 10.
Number 8. Roy doesn't stand a chance of winning a gold medal in the Olympics.
True, but he's doing his best.
What do the speakers mean?
Number 8. To find the correct answer to the question, one of the steps that must be taken is to focus on the last sentence of the conversation. Here, true but he's doing his best is the last sentence. Therefore, the correct answer is D. The reason because in the conversation, the two speakers believed that Roy would not win at the Olympic, let alone bring a gold medal. Why answer A, B, and C are wrong because in that answer, Roy has won a gold medal and it doesn't match what the speaker said.
Number 9. Number 9.
Somebody needs to change the cartridge in the coffee machine.
Don't look at me. What does the man mean?
Number 9. Similar to the previous question, the last sentence is decisive in finding the correct answer. So the correct answer is B. The reason because the man said, "Don't look at me," when a woman needs someone help to replace the cartridge in the copier. While answer A is wrong because the woman asked to replace the cartridge, while answer A is the opposite. Then answer C is wrong because women obviously ask people to replace them, whereas in answer C said that he has changed the cartridge. Next, D is wrong because the woman is not watching the man.
Number 10.
I need to go to Chicago next week. What do you have available?
There are 3 non-stop flights from Atlanta to Chicago each week. What does the man say about the flights from Atlanta to Chicago?
Number 10. In the conversation discussed about flight to a country, the first speaker asked about the availability of flight next week, and the second speaker gave information about it. So the sentence of the second speaker is an important focus. Therefore, the correct answer is A. The reason because men said that there are 3 non-stop flights from Atlanta to Chicago each week. That means women don't have to worry about flights there being unavailable. Why answer B is wrong because the man didn't say that flight from Atlanta to Chicago would be stopped next Sunday. Then answer C is wrong because the man didn't mention the flight from Atlanta to Chicago interfered with other flights. While answer D is wrong because there is no information that say that flight from Atlanta to Chicago will be reduced in the next 3 weeks.
Number 11. Mr. Roberts is preparing for his upcoming vacation.
Yes, he's looking forward to it.
What does the woman mean?
Number 11. The next method that we can use is to avoid similar sound. Similar sound from the conversation is looking and forward. Therefore, we have to look for answers that sound words that are not the same as the two words. In the answer A, similar sound is coming. The answer B, similar sound is considering, and the answer D, similar sound is coming. Therefore, the correct answer is C. The reason because the woman said, yes, he's looking forward to it. It means that he can't wait to enjoy his vacation. While the answer A is wrong because the woman did not mention that Mr. Robert's family would meet his. Answer B is wrong because the woman did not discuss the location that Mr. Robert is going to. And answer D is wrong because Mr. Robert will not meet someone on his vacation.
Number 12. Why are Maria's eyes so red?
They're irritated from the chlorine in the pool.
What does the woman say about Maria?
Number 12. The next strategy that can be used is by choosing answer with synonym. In the conversation, we will look for synonym of the word irritated. The synonym of the word is bother. Therefore, the correct answer is B. The reason because the chlorine in the swimming pool irritated Maria's eyes. Why answer A is wrong because the woman didn't say that Maria was angry. Then answer C is wrong because in the conversation, no one discussed the amount of chlorine in the swimming pool. And answer D is wrong because the woman did not say that the cause of Maria's red eyes was not caused by chlorine.
Number 13. I'm really looking forward to moving to the new building.
I'm not quite sure how to put this. Your positioning is being eliminated.
What is the woman's problem?
Number 13. In the conversation, the second speaker used negative sentence, namely not quite sure, and eliminated. The opposite of the word eliminated is losing. So the answer is A. The reason because the woman said, I'm not quite sure how to put this, your position is being eliminated. It means that he has no more responsibilities at her job. While answer B, C, and D are wrong because they were not discussed in the conversation.
Number 14.
Did Sandra like the shoes you bought her for her birthday?
She exchanged them for a different pair. What does the man say that Sandra did with the shoes?
Number 14. Because we have to focus on the sentence spoken by the second speaker, because in that sentence we can find a picture of the answer to the question to be asked. Therefore, the correct answer is B. The reason because the man said that she exchanged them for a different pair. It means that the man buys shoes of the same type and color. So the woman wants to exchange them for different ones. Why answer A is wrong because the man didn't say that Sandra replaced the shoes with pants. Then C and D are wrong because Sandra has no problem with the size of the shoes.
15.
It seems that everyone will be going on the field trip.
Don't be too sure. Not everyone has turned in a consent form.
A. He does not intend to go on the field trip. B. Some people have not submitted a required form. C. The trip has been cancelled. D. Everybody is likely to go on the trip. In this short dialogue, we have to pay attention for the second dialogue. It is main dialogue. Don't be too sure. Not everyone has turned in a concert form. This is a negative statement containing a word with opposite meaning. So, not everyone means some people. It means that not everybody, not all the people. It means that not everyone. It means that just some people have turned in a concert form. So the best answer for this number is B. Some people have not submitted a required form. So why don't we choose A? He does not intend to go on the field trip. In main dialogue, he do not mention about he does not intend to go on the field trip. He just said that don't be too sure. Not everyone has turned a concert form. So why don't we choose C? The trip has been cancelled. Also do not mention the trip has been cancelled. Just assume that not everyone has turned a concert form. Or you just say that to women, don't be too sure. Not everyone has turned a concert form, because women thought that since that everyone will be going on the field trip. So why don't we choose D? Everyone is likely to go on the field trip. Just we are discussed before, not everyone have negative statement who contains opposite meaning. Not everyone's means that not everybody is just some people. So that's why we don't choose D. So the best answer for this number is B. Some people have not submitted a required form, because man said that don't be too sure. Not everyone has turned in a concert form. We pay attention to not everyone. Is that a negative statement who means that some people. So that's why we choose B.
16.
Why didn't Janet finish her homework?
Her glasses broke, so she couldn't read her assignment.
What does the woman say happened to Janet?
A. She was not able to read her assignment because she broke her glasses. B. She could have read the assignment if she hadn't had to wash dishes. C. She won't go to class tomorrow because she must go to the optometrist. D. She cut herself on some broken glasses, so she didn't do her homework. So in this number, it is also negative statement. She couldn't read her assignment. It is possible to dialogue to occur negative ideas. So the negative ideas is she couldn't read her assignment. So the answer for this number is A. She was not able to read her assignment because she broke her glasses. Because in a woman dialogue, she said that her glasses broke, so she couldn't read her assignment. So why don't we choose B? She could have read the assignment if she hadn't had to wash dishes. In woman dialogue between men and women, they do not mention about wash dishes. He just mentioned that she didn't finish her homework because she couldn't read her assignment because she broke her glasses. So when we choose C, she won't go to the go to the class tomorrow because he must go to optometrist. In this dialogue between man and woman do not mention about class tomorrow because he go to optometrist. In this dialogue just said about her excitement. She couldn't do her assignment because she couldn't read her assignment, and Janet didn't finish her homework. Why don't we just D? She cut herself on some broken glasses, so didn't do her homework. It is also do not mention on the woman dialogue. She not cut herself on some glasses. Woman said that her glasses broken, so she couldn't read her assignment. So that's why we choose A for the best answer. She was not be able to read her assignment because she broke her glasses. That is negative statement. So the best answer is A.
Number 17.
Leslie is taking biochemistry and advanced calculus next semester.
She's got to be out of her mind.
What does the woman imply about Leslie?
A. She has an easy schedule. B. She doesn't pay attention in class. C. Taking both courses together is a bad decision. D. She is brilliant. So in this dialogue, we found idioms. Idioms can appear in some question in short dialogue. So we have pay attention. So idiom in woman dialogue. She's got to be out of her mind. It is idiom that's mean that's crazy. So the best answer for this number is C. Taking both courses together is a bad decision. It seems that that's crazy to take both courses in next semester, biochemistry and advanced calculus. That's a bad decision. So why don't we choose A? She had an easy schedule. No, woman said that that's crazy. It means that that's difficult. She will be have many assignment and maybe your exam. So why don't we choose B? She doesn't pay attention in class. No, we talk about class in the next semester. He taking both courses, not. So we don't know. So why don't we choose D? She's brilliant. I know she. Maybe she's brilliant or not. We don't know. Women do not mention about she's brilliant or not. She just said that she's got to be on her mind because she is taking two schedule in the next semester between biochemistry and advanced calculus. That's why we just see taking both courses together is a bad decision.
Number 18.
We're way over budget on this project.
They must have miscalculated the cost of the new equipment.
What does the woman say about the project?
A. It will be cancelled as a result of mismanagement of funds. B. They probably made an error in figuring the expenses. C. They must give a complete report on the estimated cost. D. They have to chart the calculation to the company office. In this dialogue, we have to pay attention to in short dialogue. When in short dialogue, we have to pay attention to the last dialogue. Woman dialogue. They must have miscalculated. Miscalculated is multiples noun. there is a more than one noun in a sentence that in a short dialogue miscalculated. So we have to know what is miscalculated is. So the best answer is B. They probably made an error in figuring the expenses. Miscalculated means that an error, that they probably made an error in figuring the expenses. So that's why we choose B, because we maybe said that keyword miscalculated. So why don't we choose A? It will be cancelled as a result of mismanagement of fund. Miscalculated not means cancel. Women do not mention about cancel the result mismanagement of fund. That's why we don't choose A. Why don't we choose C? They must give a complete report on mismanagement costs. It is also not mentioned in women dialogue. A complete report. Miscalculated that means complete report. Women do not mention about complete report. D. They have to chart the calculation to company office. It is also not mentioned. Miscalculated do not means that chart the calculation. It is that's why we don't choose D. The best answer is B. They probably made an error in figuring the expenses, because we know women said that they must have miscalculated the cost of the new equipment. That's why we choose B.
Number 19.
I thought Naomi couldn't afford to go to the conference.
She couldn't have attended if her boss hadn't paid her way.
What does the man say about Naomi's attending the conference?
A. She was able to go because her employer paid her expenses. B. She couldn't go because her boss wouldn't pay her while she was away. C. Although her employer had offered to pay her expenses, she didn't go. D. Her boss refused to go to give her money, but she went anyway. So in this dialogue, this is double negative expression. It is possible to appear two double negative expression in one dialogue. So the negative expression is she couldn't have attended if her boss hadn't paid her away. Couldn't and hadn't, it is double negative expression. So the best answer for this number is A. She was able to go because her employer paid her expenses. Because men said that attend if her boss hadn't paid her way. So why don't we choose B? She couldn't go because her boss wouldn't pay her while she was away. No, her boss already paid her away and she already go to the conference. Why don't we choose C? Although her employer had offered to pay her expenses, she didn't go. No, she will go if her boss pay her away. Not she didn't go although her employer had paid her expenses. So why don't we choose D? Her boss refused to give her money, but she went anyway. No, her boss paid her and she already go. So the best answer is A. She was able to go because her employer paid her expenses. Because men said that she couldn't have attended if her boss hadn't paid her way. So that's why we choose A.
Number 20.
Does June like the new television programs this fall?
She dislikes television, but her husband watches it nightly.
What does the woman mean?
A. Although June doesn't like television, her husband watches it every night. B. June refused to let her husband watch TV. C. June always asks her husband watch television. D. June's husband refused to let her watch television. So the best answer is A. Although June doesn't like television, her husband watches it every night, because a woman said that she dislikes television, but her husband watches it nightly. This is a negative expression. Dislike, the negative prefixes. So dislike, this doesn't mean doesn't like. So that's why we choose A. Why don't we choose B? June refused to let her husband watch TV. No, she let her husband watch television nightly. That's why we don't choose B. Why don't we choose C? June always asks her husband watch television. She did not ask her husband to watch television, but her husband likes to watch television. He did not ask her husband. Why don't we choose C? Why don't we choose D? John's husband refused to let her watch television. No, her husband not refused her to watch television. She disliked television. That's why we choose A. Although John doesn't like television, her husband watches it every night. Because woman said that she dislikes television, but her husband watches it nightly. This is negative expression. Dislike means that doesn't like.
Number 21.
It sure is a long way up to the peak.
Especially on such a hot day.
What does the man mean?
A. If it were a hot day, the trip would be difficult. B. It is a very hot day for the long trip. C. It is a magnificent day. D. It is a hot day as the woman thinks for their destination. We have to pay attention on the last line. Woman dialogue. He said that especially on a such hot day. So the best answer is B. It is a very hot day for the long trip. Because men said that especially on such hot day. Why don't we choose A? It is a very hot day. The trip will be difficult. No, men said about a hot day, especially on a hot day. Men do not say about it is difficult, but men said that it is very hot day for a long trip, especially in a such hot day. Why don't we choose C? It is a magnificent day. Magnificent day, men do not mention about what is the time, what is the day, what is that mean? It is magnificent or not? Why do you choose D? It is not as far as the women think that their destination. It is not about far or not. It is about a long trip, especially in such a hot day. That's why we choose B. It is a very hot day for the long trip, because men said that especially on such a hot day. That's why we choose B.
Number 22.
Did you hear about the house that the Keyholes bought in the country?
Yes, and Chuck said that they got a very good deal on it.
What does the man mean?
A. The Keyholes got a bargain. B. Chuck bought a new house. C. The Keyhole bought a house out of the country. D. Mr. Keyhole is a real estate again. So the best answer for this number is A. The Keyholes got a bargain. We have to look at the key word in this dialogue. Oh, very good deal on it. That means that the Keyholes got a bargain, right? So we have to pay attention for who is talk in this dialogue? Who is Keyho's, Mr. Keyho? And what is he bought a new house in a country? So the best answer is the Keyho's got a bargain because man said that a very good deal on it. So why don't we choose B? Chucks bought a new house. No, Chucks do not bought a new house. Keyho's bought a new house. Why don't we choose C? The Keyho's bought a house out of the country. No, Keyho bought a house in the country, not out of the country. Why don't we choose D? Mr. Keyho's is a real estate again. No, Mr. Keyho do not real estate again. He is a consumer. He is a people who bought a house, not people who are real estate again. That's why we choose A. The Keyho's got a bargain because man said that a very good deal on it. So the best answer is A.
Number 23.
The program director said that we'd have to postpone the outing until Saturday because of inclement weather.
It's a shame. The food has already been ordered and will probably spoil.
Why does the man say the outing was postponed?
Number 23. The answer is C. Because the man said that his outing had to be postponed because of inclement weather. The answer is not A because the man didn't say anything about food, but the woman said something about food. The answer is not B because the man and the woman didn't say anything about the group. The answer is not D because that's not what the program director wanted.
Number 24.
I thought you said that Rob went to Sebring High School.
No, he used to attend Clark High School, but after graduation last year, he enrolled in Melrose Community College, where he's presently studying.
Where does the woman say Rob goes to school?
Number 24. The answer is C because the woman said that Rob enrolled in Melrose Community College. The answer is not A because the man who said that Rob went to Sebring High School, not the woman. The answer is not B because the woman said that Rob graduated last year at Clark High School. The answer is not D because Rob presently studying in Melrose Community College.
Number 25.
Have you bought Jerry's birthday gifts yet?
I found the baseball shoes, a shirt, and a game, but not the bicycle.
Which of the following items has the woman not bought?
Number 25. The answer is A because the woman said that she couldn't find a bicycle that to buy. The answer is not B, C, or D because the woman has bought all three items.
Number 26.
Do you need some help, miss?
Yes, could you give me a hand with these packages?
What does the woman mean?
Number 26. The answer is B because the woman says, "Give me a hand," which means asking for help. The answer is not A, C, or D because that's not what the woman meant.
Number 27.
Has Louise found another job yet?
She's searching for a new job as a typist.
What does the man say about Louise?
Number 37. The answer is A because the man said that the job Louise is searching for is a typist. A typist is a person who is skilled in using a computer keyboard. The answer is not B and C because Louise is not looking for someone to hire as a typist, but Louise is looking for a job as a typist. The answer is not D because Louise has not been accepted as a typist, but still looking for a job.
Number 28.
Did Harvey know about the physics test when he skipped class the other day?
No. Had he known about the test, he wouldn't have missed class.
What does the man mean?
Number 28. The answer is A because Harvey wouldn't have missed class if he knew there would be a test. The answer is not B because Harvey wants to take the test and attend the class. The answer is not C because Harvey skipped the class. The answer is not D because the test was not postponed but held on that day.
Number 29.
I understand that Joe is not doing well in school.
It's a pity that he hates to study.
What does the woman mean?
Number 29. The answer is D because the hate has a similar meaning to dislike. The answer is not A and C because the man and the woman did not say these two things. The answer is not B because the man said that Joe is not doing well in school.
Number 30.
What is Scott doing with his children while he's in school?
He's trying to find a nursery near the university.
What does the man say about Scott?
Number 30. The answer is C because Scott is looking for a nursery near the university so he can look after his children during the day. The answer is not A, B, or D because the man and the woman didn't say anything about the university, hospital, and nursing program.